comes to making permanent change in your life, action is the lowest level of motivation. It's kind of like whenever you decide to lose weight, you decide to go for a run. And how often do you start running before you give up because you're not making any progress, or maybe you're not making the progress that you might have believed you would have made at that point? So more often than not, people tend to give up. Making permanent change is kind of like an onion in that there are deeper levels to consider when going about making said change. The next level down, or the next deeper level, is that of emotion. Whenever you become emotionally invested in something, you're all the more likely to see it through to completion. But having said that, it is still not a foolproof way of getting to where it is that you want to be. The next level down is that of belief. Now, we're getting down into a much more powerful level where change really can come about more often. But having said that, it's still quite comparable to the biblical parable of the man who built his house on the sand and his friend who built his house on the rock. Beliefs are powerful, but ultimately they will give way to pressures and stresses of everyday life in the long run. In order to bring about permanent change, we need to start at the very center, or the root, and that is that of identity. So rather than going from outside in, starting with an action followed by an emotion, then bringing about new beliefs, ultimately resulting in a new identity, let's consider the opposite. If we start by getting clear in what we want, i.e. picturing our identity, the identity which we want to assume and become and embrace, start with that, get clear about what it is, and become that person right off the bat. Once you do that, then the beliefs will follow. Whenever you establish the beliefs, that will eventually manifest into the relevant, necessary emotions required to get you on the path to whatever outcome it is that you're seeking. Emotion is energy in motion. The emotions will arise from the beliefs, and the beliefs will follow from that identity which you want to assume. Once that's all in place, you will take the relevant, correct action which will set you on the path, getting you to where you want to be. But with your rock solid foundational identity in place, you're all the more likely to get to that point, rather than starting from the outside in. Start from the inside and work your way out. A really great example of this is if you think about your dating life, for instance. So let's say the conventional way of thinking would be, okay, I'm going to go on a date. That's my action. Then once I'm on a date, I'm going to have the emotion of being on a date. And then I'm going to believe that I can go on dates, which will result in my identity of a person who goes on dates. But that's not going to be effective. What we need to do is go from inside out. So get in your mind the identity that you want to have, and that is, in this case, I'm a person who goes on dates. Dating is what I do. That will form the belief that you are a person who goes on dates. It is a part of your identity. And then the emotions will follow suit. That energy will be in motion. You'll feel the anticipation, the excitement, the joy, the love, the whatever positive emotion you may be feeling whenever you're going on a date. And then, likewise, the actions will follow suit. Dates will fall out of the sky. Not literally, but of course, metaphorically. Anyway, so hopefully you gained some degree of value from this short video today. And as always, thanks again for watching. All the best and take care.